Hello and welcome to another episode of New Gameplay. Today I'm your host Jeff Gort, joined today by Leo Vader.
Hello.
And our dear friend on the West Coast, Imran Khan.
Howdy.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going okay.
What are we looking at here?
We are looking at Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
All right. I remember I wrote something about that for the magazine.
Very recently, yes.
And you played something about it very recently, too.
I got to play the first couple of hours of the game, yeah.
All right. So what are you hunting here?
So this is a few missions in, and this is the first variation monster that we find, which is in Iceborne, like previous Monster Hunter games, they have old variations on old monsters. So this one is called the Viper Tobi-Kadachi.
Yes.
Which is the Tobi-Kadachi, but it has poison versus, what was it? It was electricity before?
Exactly. And it was blue, now he's all red.
Ah.
Yeah, now he looks more like a snake, which I did not perceive him as the first time when he was blue, but I guess makes sense.
Yeah. We saw him when we were on the cover story, and we were sworn to secrecy.
Oh.
Yeah, now they're letting us show this, finally.
Yes, finally. So how, you said he's like a poison attacks versus the electricity that we kind of know from his initial appearance, or at least his appearance in Monster Hunter World. What else is different about him?
So he's a lot more aggressive.
Okay.
Like, one of his biggest attacks when he was like the electricity version was that he would spin his tail, but he would do that like, I don't want to say rarely, but occasionally. Here he does it just, if you're close enough, he will spin the tail and he will attack you, so you do need to like use that grappling hook thing to drive him into walls like there.
Yeah.
And get him on his back somehow, because otherwise it's very difficult to actually hit him.
Okay.
Did you trick him into charging into that wall, or was he just going to do that?
I think he's just going to do that. I did not see like a prompt for it. Granted, I was playing with other Capcom people, so they've done this fight 100 times.
Right.
So they know exactly what to do, and I do not.
Yeah.
One of the things they did show me out, because I'm using the longsword in this one, and the longsword has more moves in Iceborne than it did in World.
Yeah, that's one of the...
So like you can do things like you can sheath the weapon to charge it up and other things like that.
Yeah, it's one of the things I think that Clutch Claw gets a lot of the attention with the Iceborne expansion, but just the fact that every weapon has like a new kind of wrinkle to it is pretty exciting.
Right. Because like as someone that like I had all the weapons, but I've never mastered all of them. Like having new stuff, like that's overwhelming, but also very cool. Because like I can this new stuff is I can see the utility for it very easily.
Yeah, exactly. I know when I was on the cover story, I was messing around with the hunting horn, and it's got a new move where you kind of jam the handle down, and then the head of the horn spins around and does a bunch of damage. And I really like that move. And then going back to vanilla Monster Hunter World, I really missed it.
Oh.
I know. It'll be back.
I've gone back to play Monster Hunter World since playing this demo, and I mean, obviously it's the same game. This is an expansion, but not having the Clutch Claw was actually kind of a pain.
Yeah.
It's like it was my first response when a monster started running away, and it does not work in that game.
Yeah, it's a nice like addition, just because there's always that moment of the hunt where it limps away, like you're saying, to its nest or just to get away from you, and it's a pain when they're able to actually do it, and to be able to like hook onto them and catch up real quickly is great.
One of the things we're not using the video for, but because it's in the beta, but the I forgot the guy's name, the monster's name, Bonboro. Yeah. So the very first thing the Capcom people did when it showed up was they triggered an avalanche, and the avalanche ended up like bringing in other monsters that were also just happened to be in the area.
Oh no!
So like it was like a good like minute of just sliding down this like snow hill while watching this monster just constantly take damage from it.
Oh no!
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, they clearly have done this 100 times.
Yeah, but that was one of the new sword moves, was that like dash through, like that anime sword cut thing.
Yeah. I think the monster should get cut in half when you do that. You look behind you, and then it falls into two pieces, you know?
After like a thin red line appears diagonally on its chest.
Yeah,
and
he
it
thinks
looks
it's
down.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like their rewards just say you didn't get anything because you cut the monster in half.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
you're too good.
You got half of a scale. Great job, jerk.
But yeah, they gave us pre-built hunters for this one. So I got to play around with a bit of the new equipment, but none of the stuff that's native to Iceborne. So it's all like, this is it's not. They don't call it G rank. They call it master rank now.
Right.
So if you can get master rank versions of old armor. I think this is the Great Jaguar set I'm wearing now.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're also like master rank sets of the new monsters as well. So I didn't have anything. I did not have enough time to build up armor sets from the new monsters, but they all look super cool.
Yeah. There's like that one dwarven inspired one that is pretty neat.
Yeah. But they all, like, the master rank stuff will get you through pretty far. The very first monster I fought in Iceborne took forever. Like, the other guys beat it very quickly, but it had so much more health than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why is this taking so long? Am I really bad at this game now? And, like, the answer they didn't say was yes, but that's true. But also, like,
wow.
It's just, they have a lot more health.
Right.
And they want to show you in the first monster, like, this is what this master rank is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do start Iceborne eventually, if you can't beat that first monster very quickly, that's the point. They do want you to struggle a little bit with that first one.
So you said,
and that's not just what they were telling you to make you feel better.
Oh, they might be telling me to make you feel better, but if they're not lying, which is
right.
possible, then it should be like it is a difficult first fight.
Yeah. Did they do the thing where they say, "Oh, no one's ever beaten it this fast," and you look over at the monitors next to you, like they're already on the third quest? Like, wait,
no, but they did like super pressure me early on because like it was the same people who were at a Devil May Cry demo, and I ended up beating that demo like an hour early.
Oh.
So they're like, "Oh, we remember you from last time. We have big expectations for you this time." I'm like, "Oh, you should not. Like that's a lot of pressure to perform well."
You should put Devil May Cry in.
I'll beat that very easily.
Yeah, exactly. So did you in this demo get to play from the title screen, like beginning? Okay, we kind of jumped around a little bit in a bunch of different quests. So how is that kind of the onboarding with the Iceborne content?
It does assume that you've played like everything up until then. You can't do it until you finish the credits of Monster Hunter World.
Right.
So like there is just a person hanging out in Astera that you go talk to. Like, and he'll be like, okay, we have this new mission. You want to just go do this?
May as well.
And then, like, you go into the ancient forest, and then, like, the actual cutscene kicks off. And then, by the way, Iceborne has a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah. Right.
They're like, I want to say, because in Monster Hunter World, I would say there were once every, like, 3 hunts or something like that. Mm-hmm. There's usually about 2 cutscenes per hunt in Iceborne.
Yeah, they were saying that the length of the expansion is shorter in time. Obviously it's replayable, that's the whole point, but it takes you less time to finish Iceborne than the Monster Hunter World proper, but there are as many cutscenes in Iceborne. And you can't...
it's like there's a lot of story to it,
mm-hmm.
and it's not skippable, which is not great.
Exactly.
But there is a decent amount of cutscene. We can't show anything, I think, past this one in terms of cutscenes.
Yeah.
But if you like the Monster Hunter characters, they double down on them a lot.
Yeah. So you get to know what is Handler's name.
I don't think they say that. And like, I definitely went like, "Hey, you guys are really doubling down on the Handler, huh?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, she's one of the main characters of the game." So
yeah.
So this is the Nightshade Paolumu, which
cool.
is a variation of the Paolumu.
Yeah.
The main difference I saw with this one is that he is way more aggressive about the sleeping thing.
Oh no. I don't
so
like
that. I think either I've already been... No, there it is. I got hit by that, and it's a lot faster, and you can't do much about it. I tried to do the thing where you just kind of fall off and wake up.
Yeah.
Did not place myself on the ledge well. The other thing that's very different about him is that he's extremely aggressive in general.
Yeah, he's a maniac. He's killed you.
He just straight up killed me there.
So do you think they're going for like a moth with the like weird like the eyes there, or is it like a peacock, or I think it's Monster Hunter?
I'm not sure. I don't think I saw or noticed much difference inside like the behavior types and also just the coloring.
Yeah.
But like also one of the things they're doing with variations now is that you can play against them in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously there was no Paolumu in this area in the main game.
He's a Coral Highlands kind of guy.
Yeah. And like one of the ones we can't show or didn't show is the Coral Puke, mm-hmm. who goes to the Coral Highlands and is a Puke that absorbs water and then shoots it out of its tail in like a power washer kind of way.
Okay. I do that too.
That's a good move.
I love the design of this guy.
They have done the work in terms of how to make these variations look and feel different.
Yeah, this is really striking because I'm just accustomed, obviously, to fighting the vanilla version, which don't know if you're familiar with this guy. He's normally very white.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes.
And this one is not.
The white version's still around. Like
Yeah.
When I was doing the Coral Puke Puke mission, it was like there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not nearly as aggressive. This one came like those don't attack me until I attack it.
Yeah.
This one came after.
Yeah. Seriously, he just won't stop. All right.
I want to play a game where I befriend these guys.
What's that?
I want to play a game where I befriend these guys. I love their design so much. I don't want to rid them from the earth.
Or not World. What was it? Monster Hunter.
Oh, the
3DS game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The RPG, but yeah.
I was just wondering how these two guys would get along, and this is going to answer it.
They're also. They said I forget the number. I don't think they gave me an exact number for it, but there's a number of new interactions between old monsters and new monsters.
Okay.
And old monsters between themselves. So like you'll see more territory fights.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
And you're just getting right in there.
Yeah, I mean it's not my character. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
I can waste as many potions as I need to.
Sounds great. And what is this coming out again?
September 6th on consoles and winter sometime for PC.
Excellent. Well, thank you for hunting.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Gaming can be hard. Watching people play games shouldn't be. New Gameplay Today is your path to getting fun, informational previews of upcoming games and the releases of the day. It's New Gameplay Today, a marginally new way to spend your time.